Yeah. Now, were you always thinking I'm going to be a priest, or were you on a different path?
Well, I fought it as valiantly as I could, but I mean, when I was little, different things struck me as things I wanted to do. So my dad remembers when I came home, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I don't remember it specifically, but I know that I was thinking about being a priest, and he said that I told him that, Dad, I want to be a priest someday. But I also wanted to be an over-the-road truck driver. Growing up on a farm, I thought I could see more of the world. I wanted to travel. I wanted to see things. And then I also remember one time this guy was talking about working in an ice cream parlor, and then you could eat as much ice cream for free as you wanted. And so I just was going to quit school right then. I said, well, I know why God made me. Anyway, I started the seminary when I was 14 as a freshman. Those aren't many of those programs around anymore. But did I know? No. I suspected maybe, and I kept thinking that if I found the right person, I'd get married and raise a family, and that would be something holy. Mm-hmm. And I met really good people, but that desire in my heart was always there. So I thank God He had to help me through many, many struggles, and but I know that this is the life that it's His gift to me, and I'm grateful. Confucius, find a job you love and you never work a day in your life. It's still work, but it's you can whistle while you work, like the Seven Dwarfs. I mean, you can be happy in your work. Like, I wouldn't want to do anything else with my life. And for that, I will always be grateful to God. That's He rescued me from many other things that I could have done. And being a priest is if God calls you to it, you're going to be inadequate. You're going to have all these excuses, and those would be valid. But God, He'll give the grace. I mean, so many things you discover that are a good fit. Like celibacy there's some loneliness, but all human beings have to confront that. Yeah. But I never even thought that. I always like to read, so I get to read more books than probably a lot of married people do. Mm-hmm. And so that's a part of my life I never even thought of. That would be a blessing. That would come. At the foot of the cross, there'd be some holy things too. Yeah. So, things that you learn. I mean, I worked at Hardee's one time just to get off the farm, and so I've been around enough, and I worked at 3M in shipping and receiving a few summers when I was in college, and I was around enough of those sorts of things to say, I know I'm supposed to work with people, which sometimes I miss the cardboard boxes. They don't talk back. They don't hurt your feelings, Exactly. But I knew that I was supposed to work with people. When I was trying not to be a priest, I was hoping to have like Plan B become Plan A. I studied secondary education and Spanish. I thought, well, maybe I'll be a teacher. Well, then you get ordained, you're like, well, that'll never happen now. But it did. I mean, I taught high school for 11 years. Yeah. So, I mean, all the things that, like you mentioned, the things that I never used those. I did. And I learned so much from my students. I will always be indebted to them. Oh, yeah. They taught me a lot about human nature and the human heart, struggles, and how we all are God's children.